Welcome. I'm a little late, but happy New Year. It's only the 7th out here already. I can't believe it. And, you know, last year I would say I made a lot of videos on this channel. And I really expressed myself to the point where people knew exactly what I was talking about. And a lot of people can relate to a lot of my videos. And for somebody that doesn't really have a huge following, and just somebody that just gives his opinion, because these are all just my opinion at the end of the day. You know, I'm kind of surprised a lot of people tuned in. You know, I really didn't expect a lot of, or I would say like even moderate type of views, Even though I do have 15 subscribers, it's not like I'm known or anything. But shout out to y'all, man, that watch my shit and share it. I appreciate it. And who knows, man, maybe in the future we might reach like 50 or some shit. But, since it is a new year, I'll start off by saying this. And I don't know if this is y'all or me, but I truly don't feel as if it's a new year until like the third month of the fucking year. So right around like March or April, around there, that's when I truly feel like, you know, everything kind of resets itself, because, it's spring and things are changing. Like, it's also a different cycle via equinox. So I say things don't really change until March or April. But as far as last year goes, like I already said, I didn't make a lot of videos, and most of them were pretty much the same. They might have been worded different. And every day that I, lived where I used to live, it was a struggle for real. And now, since it's a new year, it's like the reset button just hit. So I could have new experiences with brand new people. I can meet some people, and I could get to know some people. I think my biggest issue was I was just running out of really things to talk about that was new. But I want to try to expand and go further more on what I'm actually, wanting to present to this channel. I say I want to release my music on this channel. Couple music videos here and there. You know, and just me giving my opinion, like my opinions and my actual thoughts on, you know, some pretty controversial topics, like, you know, abortion, whether or not somebody like my age, should be a father or not, you know, suicide, how I feel on a daily basis, where I'm at in life, what do I think about society, all those types of videos I will be talking about this year. And you know, since I've only been here for about 2 months now, um, there's been a few positives and negatives. One negative I should say is I'm by myself too much. And what I mean by that is I don't really have friends at the moment. Like, I don't really have people that I could talk to like once in a while. Um, I've met a few niggas, don't get me wrong, but we didn't really exchange like contacts. But I know where some niggas, work here, and I guess if I was really like desperate for friends, I guess I would just pull up at the workplace and maybe ask for their, you know, contact, or if we could hang out sometime. But making friends as an adult, it's kind of hard, man, because a lot of people, they don't really think like you, and some people are in very different mental states in their early 20s. Not everybody's going to be on the same path as you are, and a lot of people are going to have different beliefs, than you. But to some degree, that's fine because we can't all be the same. Some niggas are just built different, and a lot of people can relate to that, at least. A lot of people can know what you're talking about, but still respect your opinions, if that makes sense. And I feel like later on in the future, or in the coming months, because it's winter right now, maybe in the spring, who knows, man, maybe I might be invited to a party or some shit. Or some niggas might invite me to like a barbecue or some shit. But you never know. Uh, got laid off on my last job, and still looking for another one. Haven't gotten it yet, but I'm not really doubting anything, but it's luck of the draw, really. You know, but as far as goals and anything like that, I thought about, making a business recently. And I think it'll be very beneficial. And there's a backstory behind it. You know, I went to Barnes and Nobles about a month ago in the mall here, and I was trying to find books on Egypt, and I asked one of the workers if there's a section on like ancient history, and she told me there's a section on history, but she didn't know if there was ancient history. So she showed me like this really small section that probably had like, you know, 20 of the same book, just different title. And, you know, there was a few books, maybe like four, that stood out to me at least and described exactly what I was looking for. You know, I have two books that I checked out or I bought. Uh, I forgot one of the titles, but the other title is a book on like, you know, European slave trade and what happened to like the Egyptians and all that shit. Like, you know, and I bought them, and I've been reading recently. That's one thing that I started doing recently again. I started to pick the book back up again. you know. And I say there's two reasons for that. Number one, I might have to make a whole separate video on this, but the first reason why I wanted to read again was because, I wanted to get smarter. And we all know that stereotype of, black people don't know how to read, black people are retarded, black people are dumb, black people cannot carry a conversation, all that shit. And what I say to those people is, not every single black person, right, is a dumbass. Not every single black person is unintelligent, you know. There are some niggas out here that are pretty intellectually capable of carrying a conversation. There are some niggas out here that are so smart they move in a way you can't really understand. And it's funny because some white people can't grasp the fact that a black person is reading or, is smart. As sad as that is to say, they don't want, like, a regular black man to outperform or outstudy or even out anything against his white predecessor, But the second reason why I wanted to read again was to actually learn more words and, I wanted to learn about African history and I wanted to learn what happened to the black race before all this slave shit, Fuck slavery and fuck the whole we were hanged and shit. What is the real black history before that shit? Because obviously, we weren't slaves our whole damn existence, But like I said, that's a whole different video for a whole nother day. But the main topic, like I said, 2023, we're on a different frequency, wavelength. We're moving different out here, man. We're not in the hood anymore, and now we're in a place in my life where you kind of have to outsmart and outthink people, Not to say everybody's your enemy and everybody's out to get you, but, picture a jungle. Every animal you interact with is not going to be, your fucking friend. That's why there's different habitats and different species among one another. You can't just think, oh, everybody's my friend, everybody likes me, everybody respects me, It doesn't really matter where you are, location wise. Some people could just misuse you and take advantage of you, But my environment where I used to live, it trained me because if I didn't know any of this shit, I probably would be a blind, be basically a blind sheep that can't see right or wrong, that can't really understand what the world is, But I don't know what this year holds, And I don't know if it's gonna be a good year, if it's gonna be a bad year. I really don't know. Uh, I'm gonna try to take, you know, my time making videos and giving my like real thoughts on some shit, some deep shit, and you know, my opinions. And to end on this, I'll make a sequel video to the one that I made last year on January 15th. Uh, why black men, why smart black men in society are looked down upon by their own race of women and other races. You know, this is a video that has made over, it's almost at 200 views. And when I made that video, I really didn't think it would get that much, you know, because that's my most viewed video on this channel. And, you know, that's just kind of like the tip of the iceberg, you know, because a lot of people can see like what I'm talking about and frankly relate, because it's kind of like when you're an intelligent black man, people expect you to be like the strong and silent type. And whenever you don't fit that mold, or whenever you try to, you know, even read, man, like I just said, like people look at you weird and they're just not really upfront to respect you like that, you know. But I will be making a video or the sequel to that video uh in the coming months or in a couple weeks. So starting off the year with that full length feature. But it's been real, man. You know, 2023 is already here, and I can't believe it, man. But with that said, man, I'm out. Peace, shalom, deuces, arrivederci.